Beyond elections, getting organized and building up the political power of the collective. The problem is real, and you are not alone. It's the low pay, the harassment, the oppressive environment. Maybe it's all three. It's the judge, the long wait for the bus. It's how the school administration treats your children. It's the lack of safe after-school programs. It's the broken streetlights. It's the cost of rent, utilities, and medication. It's the heat and hurricanes. It's the genocides. You feel it, and your friends, family, and neighbors feel it too. Life under capitalism is not meant to work out in favor or ease of working people. And the people in charge are banking on us being too tired, too overwhelmed, too unwilling to work with each other, and too unwilling to get organized to disrupt business as usual. These conditions of neglect, exploitation, and oppression are how the people in charge want us to live. Capitalism is an all-encompassing system that dictates our lives economically, politically, socially, and culturally. Individualism will not liberate us. Capitalist culture highly encourages individualism. We're taught that collective problems are personal problems. We're also taught that individual solutions are more faster and better than solutions for the collective. Capitalism feeds off people's belief they can and should solve their problems on their own. It is one of the reasons that individualism is so heavily pushed in capitalist culture. But we need to work with each other if we are serious about fighting to change the current conditions of dysfunction and neglect in our community. Organization and political power. We're taught that the only action we can take to change things for the better is the individual choice to vote. We're taught to believe that those in charge can be reasoned with. Maybe they don't understand how we are being impacted. Maybe they are working on it, but change is slow. The truth is that the capitalist ruling class will come up with every excuse for why they have made no changes. The working class is never taught get together, organize, and build up political power of the collective. Protect your community and create necessary changes as a collective force. Every 4 years during bourgeois elections, promises are made by the candidate. But if any of those promises are fulfilled, it's because the working class organizes to achieve them. Organizing and building political power is not about finding the right candidate to fight for us. It's about building up the political consciousness and confidence of the people through organizing to confront the current power structure. Becoming politically conscious requires that we recognize the exploitation and oppression happening in our own lives, study why and how capitalism exploits others, and what must be done to overthrow it. We have many examples both today and in the past of what can be achieved through socialist organizing against the capitalist system. It is our responsibility to struggle against the bosses, administrators, and misleaders. No matter who is in office or who the boss is, capitalism ensures that deprivation is the status quo in the lives of working people. When we understand that capitalism is the root cause of our problems and that it can never create solutions, organizing and building political power becomes our only option for change. We are only able to access the resources they withhold from us and improve the quality of our lives through the struggle. Everything we fight for under the capitalist system can be taken back at any time. This is why organizing and building up our political power is both a fight for our immediate needs and long-term struggle to collectively build a political, cultural, and economic system that is not rooted in exploitation, a system that works for all working and oppressed people. Change is possible and happening all around us. We have to do things differently than the oppressors and exploiters. Whatever issue we seek to change, the bottom line is that we will not change without organization and the political power of the working class to confront the current system and all those who defend and uphold it. But the fight is not over once we have secured a change in our material conditions. Everything we achieve through organizing is practice for bigger transformations to meet the needs of the people. How we fight back is just as important as what we fight for. The way we organize ourselves cannot look the way the bosses and misleaders organize things. Real change cannot come about from trying to replicate the current non-democratic top-down capitalist system. It cannot come from one or two individuals alone, and certainly will not come from those who are protecting the status quo. Everything that agitates and devastates us is an invitation for the collective to build up our organization and political power. Elections come and go every 4 years, but the urgency of ending unnecessary suffering and premature death is a daily struggle. While organizing and building up our political power may seem intimidating, the truth is that people are successfully doing it every day and have been making strides for generations. The corporate media and our school books will do all they can to minimize the history of how strong and capable we are in leading ourselves towards collective liberation. It is up to us to organize ourselves and build up our political power in order to sweep away the system of exploitation and oppression and usher in a new system that works for all working class people. Nobody in the world, nobody in history has ever gotten their freedom by appealing to the moral sense of the people who are oppressing them. Assata Shakur.